Every single day, over 43,000 global travelers step off flights at New York's iconic John F. Kennedy International Airport. With such immense traffic, it's no surprise that the airport is the busiest gateway for international visitors entering the United States. Within the sprawling complex, Terminal 4 alone handles an astonishing 1,000 bags every 60 minutes. These suitcases often carry more than just clothes and souvenirs. Hidden among the belongings are items that, by law, cannot cross the border. Among these, an average of 120 pounds of food is seized daily. But what happens to these prohibited goods after they are confiscated? The modern era of airport security and customs didn't always look this way. In the 1990s, entering the United States with items in your luggage was far simpler. However, the tragic events of September 11th changed everything. In response to heightened concerns about security, the United States Customs and Border Protection Agency, or CBP, emerged as the frontline defense against threats posed by prohibited foods, illegal drugs, and even dangerous individuals. Today, the task is massive and complex, requiring not only trained human agents but also highly skilled canine partners. TEP officers like Steve Robinson have made it their life's work to detect high-risk individuals and contraband. Steve's partner, Spike, is an 8-year-old Belgian Malinois who specializes in detecting narcotics. Over their career, this dynamic duo has been involved in more than 400 successful drug seizures. Spike is no ordinary dog. His training equips him to respond passively when he sniffs out something suspicious. Instead of barking or scratching, he calmly sits, signaling his handler, his reward, a cherished toy and a round of enthusiastic play. Recently, Spike's keen nose led to the confiscation of 16 kilograms of ecstasy. The fate of such seizures is a closely guarded secret. Drugs transported to undisclosed locations and destroyed through incineration, ensuring they never pose a threat again. While drug seizures might sound like the primary focus of customs enforcement, they're actually less common than another contraband item, food. Passengers entering the country must declare any food items in their luggage or risk fines of up to $1,000 for a first offense. The goal isn't to deprive travelers of their Spanish ham or tropical mangoes, but to safeguard the nation's agriculture from potential devastation. Foreign pests, often undetectable to the untrained eye, have caused billions of dollars in damages in the past. For example, Florida's citrus industry suffered losses amounting to $2.9 billion between 2007 and 2014 due to the invasive Asian citrus psyllid. Similarly, the Asian long-horned beetle, introduced to the United States in the 1990s, ravaged hardwood trees, prompting eradication efforts costing $373 million. To combat such risks, PEP relies on agriculture specialists like Ginger Perrone. Ginger's role involves inspecting and seizing items that pose a threat, whether through pests or diseases. When Ginger encounters questionable goods, she ensures they are destroyed, often relying on a machine ominously named the Muffin Monster. This industrial grinder pulverizes fruits, vegetables, and other confiscated items to prevent any chance of contamination. On any given day, 120 pounds of food are ground into unrecognizable pulp. But Ginger's expertise doesn't stop at operating machinery. Each piece of fruit or plant material she inspects is carefully examined for signs of pests or disease. Sometimes she discovers tiny but dangerous stowaways, like larvae or insects, which are neutralized and sent to the United States Department of Agriculture for further analysis. These preventive measures are crucial in protecting the nation's food supply. Given the sheer volume of passengers, 34 million annually, it might seem impossible to thoroughly inspect every bag. This is where another set of four-legged specialists steps in. Enter Biscuit, a member of the Beagle Brigade. Unlike Spike, Biscuit is trained to sniff out food instead of drugs. Beagles like Biscuit possess an extraordinary sense of smell, said to be 1,000 times more powerful than that of humans. These canine officers boast an impressive 90% accuracy rate. Biscuit's training began with 5 target scents, but over the years he has expanded his repertoire to recognize as many as 150 distinct odors. Watching Biscuit alert his handler by sitting near a suitcase containing just 3 grapes demonstrates the remarkable precision of these animals. After Biscuit signals a potential find, the luggage is handed over to specialists like Ginger, who use X-rays and manual searches to confirm the presence of contraband. The discoveries can be surprising. In one instance, Ginger uncovered grape leaves and horse meat sausages, both common items from certain regions. Another find included a plant intended for propagation, which requires specific permits to enter the United States. Such cases illustrate the diverse challenges faced by customs officials. Once identified, prohibited items are either incinerated or sent to the grinder. The contraband room at JFK serves as the final resting place for many of these goods. Despite the often messy and unglamorous nature of her work, Ginger takes pride in ensuring the safety of American agriculture. She recognizes the importance of her role in preventing potential disasters that could arise from unchecked pests or diseases. The stakes are high, and the work is relentless. For most Americans, the sight of perfectly unblemished produce on grocery store shelves is a given. Few stop to consider the immense effort required to maintain that standard. Protecting the country's agriculture isn't just about keeping food prices stable. It's about preserving a way of life that many take for granted. Travelers often underestimate the consequences of seemingly harmless items in their luggage. An orange, a few grapes, or a block of cheese might not seem like a big deal, but these items could carry pests or pathogens capable of wreaking havoc on entire ecosystems. Declaring such items upon arrival isn't just a legal obligation, it's a responsibility to the greater good. So, the next time you pack for an international trip, think twice about tucking that fruit or specialty sausage into your bag. Even if you forget, officers like Steve and Ginger, along with their dedicated canine partners Spike and Biscuit, will be ready. Their mission is clear: to protect the United States from threats, one suitcase at a time. And while you might lose a snack or two, you'll gain peace of mind knowing that these unsung heroes are working tirelessly to keep the country safe.